What up, y'all? It's your girl Sakina Iman, and we back with another video. So number 4 is a huge one, and I don't want you to overlook how big this one is. Now, you've gone through 1, 2, and 3, right? If you haven't, check out the part 1, part 2, and part 3 of how you can attract your ideal partner and ideal life. Number 4 is being present. Stay with me, okay? You're gonna want to hear this. Every single ancient text, whether it's the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Secret, okay? They all talk about being present. Why? Because there is a perfection in what they call God's reality. And that if you are not sensitive enough or you're too self-centered to realize the perfectness that is in what God created right now in every second of the day, then you are not rejoicing and being appreciative of the power of God, of the power of the universe, right? Like I told you in previous videos, if you want to attract anything, you have to be in a state of gratitude. And not only gratitude, right? You have to feel like you have those things right now. It's almost blasphemous to God to even think that this moment in time isn't perfect. And how can you attract your ideal situation, an ideal partner, if you don't currently feel ideal? Does it make sense, right? Please comment below if this is making sense to you. It is literally the only way that we will attract the things that we want in life. And think about it this way. Whatever you resist persists, right? And so if you are saying to yourself, oh, I hate what's happening now, and I just hope that I can get a man who's this, or I hope I can have a woman who's that, or I wish my life was better, I wish I had a better job, I wish I had better teeth, I wish I had better hair. If you're not fully embracing the power of now and the beauty and perfection of you now, which is why 1 through 3 are so important, which is why healing that trauma is so important, doing that shadow work, and not speaking negatively about the opposite sex or the sex that we want to attract, right? But seeing them as perfect now. Those first steps are so important because those things all keep you in the past. Do you understand? That when you are not healed from your trauma and you continuously play those emotions, those negative emotions over and over, you continue to make men your father and women your mom, and you continue to spew hate onto people and judge yourself, judge that shadow. All of those things are you focusing on the past or focusing on the future. You're saying he's not gonna be this, she's not gonna be that, as opposed to right now, all is well. Right now, he's beautiful. Right now, men are wonderful. There are wonderful men in the world. There are beautiful men in the world. There are loyal. Men are so loyal. They're so loyal. We don't say those things. We don't hear those things, which is why I want to encourage you to purchase and download my meditation, guys. I promise you, you are not going to regret it. I promise you, you're going to love it. And it's going to open your spirit and bring you in another level of awareness and heightened sense of gratitude and beauty in your life, okay? I promise you. But that is number 4, is being present, by making sure that numbers 1 through 3 are sort of in alignment and you're on fire and you're doing the work. All right, it is not a 1, 2, 3. This is 5 steps, but these are 5 steps that essentially can take a while if you don't practice it daily. So these are things that you have to incorporate into your life, this healing, this work that you must do in order to live your fullest, best life. It's all so worth it. It's all so worth it. Do not be afraid. It is not scary. It is not scary to be your highest self and to have success. It is freaking beautiful and phenomenal when you have those moments in life where you're just like, oh my God, this is what I've been attracting. You are what I've been attracting. Or this moment, this reality, this job, or this circumstance, or this home. Or if you just, once you start to see those things that you yourself have prayed for and manifested and worked hard for because you've healed yourself, once you start to work on those things, I promise you, life is just gonna be a dream. It's gonna be, you're gonna be like, what is life? What is life? And it feels so good. It feels so good. But you have to first work and practice that feeling so good. And that starts with 1 through 4. That starts with being present, with meditating. It's so simple, but yet we don't want to do the work. I I want to invite you to do more of the work. Please, I really, truly, genuinely want to beg you right now, but I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to beg. It's your own time. Let's not control and force, okay? All is well. And everyone is where they're supposed to be. You are perfectly where you're supposed to be. God has created you for this time right now, perfectly how you're supposed to be. And you doing that work is only going to bring you closer to where you want to be. Your desires is something that God put in you. God created you with this fire and these desires because they are meant to come out of you and be in the world and help others, help yourself and help others. You have your trauma so that you can have those specific desires, right? So that you can feel that calling, that yearning, that push to do certain things, to then expand the consciousness of your reality, of the world, of the universe. So I just want you to know you are seen, you are loved, you are heard. Everything that you decide is perfectly the way it should be. Okay? It's always gonna be perfectly the way it should be. It is always working out for you. Things are always gonna be beautiful for you. Always. Whether things happen that you perceive as good or bad, it is always going to be right, and you are always going to be right. All right, y'all. Hope that helped. I hope y'all like my bright green dress. I wore this just for you. All right, y'all. It's the girl Sakina Iman, and yes, I'm excited to do number 5. Part 5 is coming up. Stay tuned, and we out. Peace.